Concrete, now with 100% less heartbreak, and 100% more sanity. Let's be honest. The traditional way of building in Kenya is a form of self-flagellation that would make a medieval monk say, "Chill out, guys." It involves sacrificing enough timber to make the entire Mau forest complex have a collective anxiety attack, a shuddering process that lasts longer than your cousin's job search, and that specific 3:00 a.m. existential dread where you wake up in a cold sweat, convinced your cement bags have formed a workers' union, elected a shop steward named Mwangi, and have all collectively migrated to Tanzania via a smuggler's route. Enter Newpack Creations beam and block flooring. It's Lego for adults who have seen their hairline recede faster than a politician's campaign promise and would actually like to host their housewarming before their firstborn is old enough to run for MCA. If you are still pouring slabs the old-fashioned way, congratulations, you have volunteered to pay expressway tolls while riding a donkey, uphill, during a matata strike, while simultaneously trying to explain to your wife why the project is on schedule. Why you need this, unless you're a glutton for punishment and high blood pressure. Faster than a matata dodging a traffic cop on a Friday evening. Zero shuddering. Number 28 Day Curing Ritual where you offer daily sacrifices to the rain gods, the sun gods, and the gods of not having your neighbor's kid fall into the wet cement. Lay the beams, slot the blocks, and boom, you're done. You'll be roasting your celebration goat, inviting the whole village, and drunkenly promising to buy everyone a round of Tusker while your neighbor is still interrogating his fungi about how 50 sheets of plywood, 3 bags of nails, and his favorite measuring tape apparently relocated to Uganda with the night watchman's cousin. The "I cannot hear you, sir" acoustic shield. Legendary sound insulation. This floor is so quiet, it's practically a soundproof bunker. Host a full-blown kesha, a Sunday reggae session that would make Bob Marley proud, or just live your best life upstairs while your ground floor tenant has his 3 a.m. "You don't love me the way you used to" phone call, and you will never hear a word. It's so peaceful up there you'll start having deep, philosophical conversations with yourself just to make sure you haven't gone deaf. You'll be able to hear a pin drop. And a coin. And your own sanity returning. 100% theft-proof, unless they bring an actual logistics company. Let's be real. Nobody is tucking a 4-meter pre-stressed concrete beam under one arm and strolling past your Ascari like they're just borrowing a cup of sugar. Short of a thief showing up with a crane, a low-loader truck, a police escort with full sirens, and a personally signed, stamped, and notarized letter from the county governor himself, your materials are staying put. These beams are heavier than the guilt you feel for not calling your mother. Save your coins, and your will to live. Assembly is so simple. Your nephew, the one who specializes in TikTok, vibes, and identifying which types of clouds are the fluffiest and once got lost looking for the bathroom in his own house, could genuinely contribute on-site. Less time on-site means less money spent on crew, overtime, chai, endless mandazi, and that mysterious extra motivation fund that looks suspiciously identical to their actual salary and goes straight into a betting app. Built for the big one. Properly reinforced so your house stays standing even if the earth attempts the Sukuma Wiki shake at a magnitude equivalent to your last Kenya power bill. This structure is seismically resilient, because inshallah is a beautiful spiritual outlook, but a genuinely terrible structural calculation. Your floor will be tougher than a Nairobi landlord's heart the moment you mention the word rent reduction. Hide the evidence. The hollows in our blocks are perfect for electrical cabling, plumbing, and concealing your secret snack stash from children with the detective instincts of a flying squad officer on overtime. Everything tucked away so neatly, your fungi will actually look like a high-end architect flown in from Dubai, instead of a man who squinted at the blueprint, eyeballed a measurement, said Atakwa Sawa, and then proceeded to build a wall that is 2% more diagonal than vertical. Stop building like it's 1924, or the British never left. Why burn your life savings on timber formwork that eventually just becomes very expensive firewood for your neighbor's Jiko? Why wait for favorable weather when our pre-stressed beams couldn't care less whether it's blistering sun or the kind of Nairobi downpour that has you Googling how to build an ark for dummies? Build smarter. build quieter. And please, for the love of all things holy, build before your hair goes gray and your WhatsApp status permanently reads, God is my architect, and your project timeline reads, TBD, ask the pastor, and the bishop, and the prophet. The new pack guarantee. Our floors are structurally sounder than your uncle's investment advice after his third drink. They provide thermal comfort, acoustic peace, and zero shuddering-induced stress that has you fantasizing about selling the whole plot and starting a new, simpler life as a rental tenant in Sayokamo, where your only worry is whether the water will come on before noon. Ready to level up? Don't let your construction site become a historical ruin that future schoolchildren visit on field trips to study how ancient people in the 21st century used to suffer and waste money. Stop the Fundai drama. Stop funding the timber cartels. Stop pretending 3 site inspection trips a week counts as diligent project management when really you just wanted a reason to get suya, smoky, and a soda from the mamamboga next door.